Hey, what's up, guys? Gas and Nasty here. Welcome back to the channel. And for this one, we're going to be diving into Soulfall again. We have a little bit more information here. So let's go ahead and jump back in with our character. We're level 5, but I did save up enough honor to get to level 6 and show you guys that there is a skill system upgrade. So we just leveled up to 6. And what we'll do here is we go down to this worshiping area down here. You're able to kneel and select your class's skill, and you have a tree here for different upgrades. So I've maxed, you get 10% chance to shoot a magic arrow that does a lot of damage. This goes through everything. So I've upgraded it to 15% increased chance of doing that, so it's 25% chance. That's with our basic attack. So we're just going to go with, we have 1 point to spend since we just leveled up, and we're going to do damage. So once you do that, you just apply, exit, and we do now have a bow. We got this by talking to this guy over here, and he basically wanted us to get skulls, and we did. We got 20 skulls, turned it in, and he gave us a basic bow. So, well, he gave us a basic one, and we found other ones. Now we just ranked up enough to equip level 6 boots. Well, I just dropped them like a dummy. But we're going to equip those. And we're going to jump right in. I'm going to kind of show you the quest line for the game and what it wants you to do. But I think since it's just a demo, we can't actually progress it. But I'm going to show you. So for this first run, we're going to be doing it relatively quick. I know got some feedback that I need to, do some more circling around my enemies, and that is true. I will do that, but we'll do this one quick run here, and I'll kind of show you what the quest wants you to do. If you'll follow in the top right, it'll show you what we're doing and where we're going. So, for this, I think we're just going to do Meteor Slam. So we need to go west. You see this book here? That's going to get us a second skill. And we'll also be fighting the skeletal shield warden. He's always with this book. So the only downside to I turn on my auto attack and auto aim. Downside to doing this is you have a boss that spawns in at 2, a boss that spawns in at 4, and a boss that spawns in at 6 minutes. What's all fine and dandy, there's our ability we upgraded. We're going to go with move speed. So that's all fine and dandy, but once we kill the third boss that spawns at 6 minutes, here's our shield warden. Let's see, what do we want? I think we're going to go with lightning strikes. It's pretty good. Now, the best skill in the game, in my opinion, is the chain lightning. It does so much damage, and once you upgrade it, it does a lot more. So what we're going to want to do is just take this guy out here. And once you get into about halfway, he'll actually drop his shield and get really fast. So you have to be mindful of that. Just keep dodging. Hopefully your spells will take care of him, because he does quite a bit of damage. Now he drops a key. Alright, we're going to keep going. Movement speed. Let's do pickup radius and XP. So now we have to travel northeast to free 3 slaves. Alright. Kill this. Yeah, we'll kill the shrine here in less than 10 seconds. And it'll give us a chest. We're gonna go with meteor damage here. There we go. Got us a chest. Yeah, we're gonna do move speed and dash recharge. Got us an item, so we're gonna keep going northeast here. The hardest part about this game that I've found so far is doing this quest in enough time. Now with these blessings, typically the top one gives you a temporary buff and the bottom one gives you a permanent buff for the run that you're in. So alright, so there's our first actual boss. He'll just keep jumping at you and doing an AoE attack. He's relatively easy to deal with. Alright, we've taken him out. Let's do cooldown. Pick up all this gold. Let's reroll. Looking for movement speed to make things a little quicker. But I'm not going to spend more than 40 gold. We'll just do armor and damage. Alright, let's keep going north. Move speed. We do have a jump and a dodge. We're going to take the permanent armor. Yeah, let's do that. We want to keep advancing. Alright, and this one will heal 10%. This top one's good, but you lose health regeneration. I don't like that, so I just do the healing unless I absolutely need it. Alright, we gotta go northeast. And the tracking on this is a little bit wonky, so see, now it's telling me south. Alright, we're gonna do crit chance and crit damage. So now it's saying southwest. We must have just passed over. Yep, here they are. So you have to hold E, and I thought something was bugged with the game, but you can't do another one until this yellow guy kind of does his thing. We're gonna take move speed. So once he does his little animation, he's free. You can come back and unlock the second one. We're gonna do move speed. If you get interrupted, you have to do it again. A little tedious, but not terrible. Let's do crit chance and crit damage. Alright, unlock the third one here. There we go. Alright, so we have freed the enslaved souls. Let's do meteor cooldown. So now we need to go west to find the dark ritual site and slay enemies. Now it's saying it's southeast. Okay. That's a little different than west. Let's see what this is. I always do this to see if I can get something for my character specifically. I've not had any luck with that really, so we're gonna keep going southeast here. Alright, let's just do piercing and pickup radius. Here is our second boss. Pretty simple. Just gotta stay away from the ranged attacks. And he is down. We're gonna pick up his gold. Let's go with move speed. Okay, this one's cool. The lightning orbs. When the lightning strikes, it leaves a ball that the enemies can walk into. We're gonna do meteor cooldown. Get this gold here. Why not cooldown again? Alright. So, keep traveling southeast. Because once the boss spawns at 6 minutes, won't have a chance to do anything because we'll kill it too quick and won't be able to progress. Let's take the armor. All right, now we go straight south. Cool down. Not saying southeast. Circle back and get that real quick. All right, so here was the site. Now it's saying light the torch and defend the holy fire from enemies northeast. So we're gonna try our best to get there. Is this jump height? Okay. Yeah, we definitely want to jump higher. I feel like it makes us go faster. I always try to do this, but I haven't got it. We spend 100 gold for a small chance to receive a very special mystery, but we have yet to get it. We'll do armor. Take the XP. Now just north. Alright, there it is right there. But it's not. I don't know, it's not doing anything. I guess that's its health. So we'll fight this boss coming up here. It's up to the north. They're doing way up there, attacking off of the map. Come on now. Alright. It says it's been protected, weakening the forces. So at this point, there's no other quest besides it'll point you to the third boss, this little Moltres looking firebird thing here. Basically once you kill that, if it shuts down all the enemies in the map. Strike cooldown. It doesn't really matter at this point. Got the chest here, got armor frames, and doesn't matter what we pick here. It's just because the run's over. I shouldn't have picked up that magnet, but here we are. Jeez. Oh, you know what? I think we're just gonna go in here. All right. So, once you do that, you complete a run. It'll give you some random stuff here. But crafting is still eluding me. But after every run, you talk to this guy for honor. And then you get marks depending on how many enemies you killed and whatnot. So, you do that, and that's what increases your level up here. And enables you to do a... go to the altar and upgrade your skills. We don't have anything an actual. Well, this will be good. 14. We'll take that. Alright, we'll drop it on the ground like a dumbass. Alright. And let's equip it. Cool. Now, and then there's nothing that this guy says. See, we already did the quest for the weapon. Now it just says go prove ourselves. So now we're just going to do a regular run and just focus on DPS. I was thinking once I'd done that quest, I could maybe come here, but since it's the demo, I don't think they're going to let us. And I can't do hard mode. So we're just going to focus on killing the enemies now, because the quest isn't advancing us. Let's do ground spikes. We are going to go to this first part of the quest, though, to get the second skill. So you only get move speed for 20 seconds after that. But I'd rather have 10% move speed. for the entirety of the run. Turn on my attacks. That is our ability that we've been leveling up. Alright, we're going to go with XP and pickup radius. We don't reduce our XP for the remainder of the run, so we're going to take this one. Always stop at the shrines because they will help you out. Take the movement speed. Alright, we're not going to focus too much more on movement speed because we're only going to get this objective and then we're just going to kill a lot of enemies. We'll do base damage and crit. Crit damage, we'll take that. With 12% ricochet, we'll take that. More experience. Alright. We're going to come back down the same pathway. Alright, what do we got? Okay, I've not seen this one yet, so lava spikes would be cool. Maybe we'll actually be able to see the skill a little better. Oh yeah, 100%. We're gonna take the XP multiplier, get away from this guy. Piercing and, well, we already pierced, so we're gonna do ricochet. Back up, skeleton dude. Oh, we got us a legendary. What do we got here? Base damage, crit damage, and attack speed. Heck yeah. Yeah, so you'll lose 1% of total health every second. So you lose 30% of your health for double damage. We're just going to take the base damage. Alright, old dude is down. Let's get some more ricochet. And we'll do this one here. Well, pickup radius could be nice. The chests are lackluster. And I know it's just a demo. Ooh, first boss just jumped in. Almost got obliterated. We'll do ricochet. Do base armor and damage. Same thing, base damage and crit damage. We want that one. More ricochet. Alright, and that's all we're going to do for the quest. We're just going to kind of go back down southeast to get some of that experience we left behind. Let's do base damage and crit damage. Let's reroll. Hey, got us a legendary. We'll definitely take the help. Alright, got us a ring. Dang. Okay. We'll take that too. Alright, let's do spike damage for our skill. One more again. The gameplay loop is really satisfying. Not sure about all the other stuff. I know that's kind of boring to look at the mining and the fishing and stuff. We're gonna take this here, and it looks like it goes up to level 99, so it's a lot of time to invest. And I'm thinking once the final game comes out, let's get this here. Let's gamble. Let's see. 10% chance to get a weapon drop. We got nada. Zilch. Let's do base damage and crit damage. Yeah, but some of you guys actually reminded me that there's not really a big listing for videos for this game. I figured there would be a new bullet heaven like roguelite type game, so but there's not, so who knows. And the first video I did on this one actually kind of blew up. It's got more views than pretty much all my other videos, so we're gonna take the, we don't really need move speed, but we'll take it. So apparently there is a little bit of a want or a need for some information and gameplay on this game, so I'm happy to be that guy. Also been trying to, we're gonna take damage and crit damage. Been trying to circle around the enemies, the way they're, don't really miss out on experience. Here's our second boss up there, and I'm able to group them together and kill them quicker. We're gonna take the armor and base damage. Can't roll into that. We'll do, oh, that'd be good. Spike spread. Make it wider. Gotta get away from all these trees. That's what we gotta do. There's a huge amount of trees. Let's fight over here. Yeah, we'll just do regular. Critical strike chance, good. Alright, let's circle around. Let's do spike damage. See, he's lucky. All these little enemies are blocking the pathway for the attack. He's done for now. Let's do experience. Alright, got us another skill. He said chain lightning, I think, is the best skill in the game. We're gonna pick that up. Especially if you can get to evolve it. We're gonna take the HP regen. Sorry I did that kind of quick. You guys weren't able to kind of look at that, but health regen, base health, base armor. We're gonna go with damage, crit damage, and attack speed. It's unfortunate that we can't really do any forging. Let's do bounces for our chain. Because I would love to be able to craft a weapon, but in this demo here, we are, let's get some of this experience we got just laying around here. We're just not able to, and that's okay. Do crit chance and piercing. And I think the main reason I was going kind of, I'll do spike spread linear in the first video that I did, as I was looking for all of those shrines. I wanted to get the power-ups, but I was missing out on experience, which is, I think, more beneficial than the shrine. So I appreciate you guys calling that out. I like these. Let's reroll. Hey, look at that. Crit chance and crit damage like crazy. guy here? I didn't see this guy. We don't need health potions, so we're going to spend 100 gold and see if we can get something very special. And of course, I've done that like... we'll get the healing. I've done that at least 7-8 times and got nothing, so... Here is the final boss, Moltres. You done for, buddy. Alright. We're going to open this chest for this insignificant reward. Got all this here. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, I've even tried having all of the materials together and whatnot, but you can only forge these first 3 materials here. And if you, another quick tip, if you fill up your stash with all your stuff, you can buy a second stash tab for 500 gold and a third one for 2,000, but we only have 910, so that's not happening. Don't really have any upgrades. Let's see. 16 and 2 agility. No, ours is 27 and 4. So no upgrades there. I've tried even like combining the materials with the frame. It's just not in the cards for us. I'm just going to put all this in there. I do appreciate you guys. If you've made it this far in the video, just know that you're greatly appreciated. Enjoyed spending some time with you. Any qualms, anything that you think I should do differently or anything like that, just let me know in the comments. I do hope you enjoyed the gameplay. If you could do me a huge favor, like and subscribe. Both of those things are free. It helps the channel out more than you know. But until next time, take it easy.